Have you ever wondered why some people thrive while others falter at the first sign of difficulty? The secret isn't talent or intelligence, it's mindset. Controversial as it may sound, your ability to succeed might hinge more on how you think than what you know. Surprising, isn't it? Carol Dweck's groundbreaking concept of mindset challenges everything we believe about potential. Whether you're chasing success in your career, relationships, or personal growth, understanding the difference between a growth mindset and a fixed mindset could transform your life. And here's the kicker, it's not as hard as you think. Stick around, and you'll uncover tools to turn challenges into stepping stones and failures into fuel. Let's dive in. Picture this. Two students take the same exam. One fails and thinks, I'm just not smart enough. The other says, I'll study harder next time. Same situation, wildly different reactions. That's the power of mindset. Carol Dweck's research reveals that your attitude toward challenges directly influences your success, resilience, and even happiness. And here's the twist, mindset isn't set in stone, it's moldable. A growth mindset thrives on learning and persistence. Ever heard of Thomas Edison's famous line, I didn't fail. I found 10,000 ways that won't work. That's the growth-oriented thinking that propels people forward. On the flip side, a fixed mindset sees failure as a dead end. But here's the good news. No one is stuck. The first step is awareness. Think about this in your life. Do you embrace challenges or do you shy away, fearing failure? If you've ever felt not good enough, this concept can be a game changer. Now that you've dipped your toes into mindset, let's explore what really separates the fixed from the growth-oriented thinkers. Imagine you're learning a new skill, let's say playing the guitar. A fixed mindset might whisper, you're just not musically gifted, while a growth mindset counters, it's hard now, but you'll improve with practice. This subtle difference in thought shapes how far you'll go. People with a fixed mindset see abilities as unchangeable, locking themselves into a mental cage of self-doubt. A growth mindset, on the other hand, views effort as the key to mastery. Think of Serena Williams. She wasn't born with a championship trophy in hand. Years of persistence, learning from mistakes, and relentless effort made her the icon she is today. That's the magic of believing that talent grows with time and work. Here's where it gets personal. Reflect on how you approach challenges. When things get tough, do you quit or push through? The next time you hear that inner voice saying, you can't, try adding the word yet. It's a simple shift with transformative power. Speaking of transformation, let's see how this plays out in the classroom. In a classroom, one student struggles with math, while another breezes through. The difference isn't intelligence, it's mindset. Students with a growth mindset see mistakes as part of the learning process, while those with a fixed mindset dread failure, avoiding hard subjects altogether. But here's the kicker, this mindset can be reshaped with the right guidance. Take a teacher who praises effort over innate talent. Instead of saying, you're so smart, they say, you worked really hard on this. Suddenly the student realizes success is about persistence, not perfection. And that's when the magic happens. Failure becomes a teacher, not a threat. Parents and educators, here's a tip. Encourage curiosity and celebrate progress no matter how small. A child who believes they can grow will outperform those who think they're stuck in their abilities. Want proof? Let's dive into how this same principle powers athletes to greatness. Picture a young athlete missing a crucial shot in a big game. A fixed mindset might say, I'm just not cut out for this, while a growth mindset reframes it, what can I learn to do better next time? This perspective fuels resilience, turning setbacks into stepping stones. It's not about talent, it's about grit, effort, and the willingness to adapt. Take Michael Jordan, often hailed as the greatest basketball player of all time. Did you know he was cut from his high school team? Instead of giving up, he worked harder, using failure as motivation to refine his skills. That's the essence of a growth mindset, seeing every challenge as an opportunity to improve, not a confirmation of limits. Even in your own fitness journey, this applies. Missed a workout? Don't let it define you. Recommit, learn from what threw you off, and get back on track. The mindset shift from I failed to I'll try again makes all the difference. Now let's see how this mentality shakes up the business world. Business leadership and innovation. Picture a leader terrified of failure, avoiding risks, shutting down new ideas, and clinging to what's familiar. That's a fixed mindset in action, and it's a recipe for stagnation. In contrast, leaders with a growth mindset thrive on innovation, learning from setbacks and encouraging their teams to experiment, even if it means stumbling along the way. Think of Elon Musk launching rockets with SpaceX. Many exploded before success came knocking. But instead of throwing in the towel, he embraced failure as feedback, refining processes until they worked. It's a vivid example of how persistence and resilience can fuel breakthroughs in any industry. In your own work life, ask yourself, do you play it safe, or do you take calculated risks to grow? A boss who rewards effort over perfection creates a culture of innovation. This mindset doesn't just transform businesses, it also strengthens personal connections. Let's explore that next. Now let's talk relationships. It's easy to get stuck in the "he's just like that" or "she'll never change" trap, but those thoughts come from a fixed mindset. A growth mindset in relationships sees challenges, whether they're miscommunications or disagreements, as opportunities for learning and growth. The beauty lies in believing that both partners can evolve together. Take, for instance, the relationship between famous couple Barack and Michelle Obama. They often share how they've faced challenges but kept growing together. It's about approaching each issue with patience and the belief that the bond can strengthen, not weaken. A growth-oriented mindset fosters communication, empathy, and mutual growth. In your own relationships, whether romantic or professional, embrace the idea that no one is perfect. Struggles don't signal failure. They're the raw material for building a stronger connection. Ready to see how you can flip your mindset in challenging situations? Let's move on to how you can actually make this change. Changing your mindset isn't an overnight job, it's a gradual process. The first step? Acknowledge that growth is possible. You can start by viewing failure as feedback, not a final verdict on your abilities. When you stumble, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? Instead of why can't I do this? Persistence plays a crucial role here. Just like exercising a muscle, the more you practice this mindset shift, the easier it becomes. Start by setting small goals and celebrating progress, no matter how minor it seems. Each victory, no matter how small, is a step toward mastering this new way of thinking. Reframing failure is a powerful tool in this transformation. Instead of saying "I can't," say "I can't yet." With time, you'll realize that resilience is not about bouncing back from failure, it's about learning how to fail forward. Ready to embrace this? The next step is applying it to real-life challenges. Now that you've unraveled the power of mindset, the real question is, how will you apply it? Will you embrace challenges, treat failures as stepping stones, and seek growth in every corner of your life? Remember, success isn't reserved for a select few. It's for those who dare to persist, learn, and adapt. What's one challenge in your life that you've been avoiding? Could it be that shifting your perspective might open doors you thought were closed? Start small. Whether it's tackling a tough project, rekindling a strained relationship, or setting a bold personal goal. Your journey begins with the belief that growth is always possible. Don't let this knowledge stay theoretical. Subscribe to the Books That Transform channel and turn on notifications so you never miss another opportunity to reshape your life. Together, we'll continue exploring ideas that empower you to thrive. What's your first step toward transformation? Let's talk in the comments.